Rice. And Jordan spears the rebound. We've played over a minute, no score. Chicago in a hurry. And Scottie Pippen. John Paxson with 10 on the shot clock. Michael Jordan over Rice. Book it.
He gives Bill Cartwright problems. He can score inside. He's got the quick turnaround off the glass. Plus he can go outside and shoot.
With 6:51 left in the quarter.
And then you can get him back in the second quarter. Shot it with the ball over his head. It's like a volleyball tap.
Here's Jordan on the pirouette, and Cartwright is open. A sluggish start by the defending champs. Jordan the steal. Paxson ahead to Pippen. Blowing past Rice.
There's Michael stepping around, getting the steal. Ball's out to John Paxson. Pushed up. Nice, easy transition basket. And that's why it happened. I'm really surprised they don't give Scottie Pippen the ball, clear out for him, and let him take Glenn Rice off the dribble.
It was Jordan over Shaw instead, and Jordan has 6. Inside, it's Rice against Paxson. Jordan the block as he recovered, knowing that Rice wanted to post. It was Hansen, I'm sorry, that he had posted
Well,
up.
this is going to be the next step up for Glenn Rice. He's going to have to learn to read the double team.
Grant, the offensive rebound. Loose ball to Jordan. Jordan off the drive. 8 points for Michael Jordan, 3 out of 9. Kevin Edwards launching long. And the rebound to Jordan. He's got a run out.
Well, I'd like to see Kevin Edwards show a little more patience.
And now Chicago looking 2 for 1, and Jordan zigs and zags to the hoop.
I look for Kevin to get a timeout pretty quick here.
Scottie Pippen to Jordan in the post against Kevin Edwards and company.
Well, there's no
Michael with
defense
14.
for that. They sent the double team. Why is Michael Jordan able to take advantage of the size of Allen Ogg coming over on the double team? He smells it coming, see it? And he turns and fades towards the baseline, negating the 7'1" size.
Miami Heat. Not intimidated in the least. Michael Jordan for the dunk. Armstrong guarded by Bimbo Coles, who has come in. Jordan off the drive, a punch into Grant again. Jordan guarded by Shaw. Michael quick move to the hoop and finishes lefty. 18 points. The Bulls with their 4th 2-point lead of the game. That was Pippen the steal. Livingston, Pippen, and Jordan. And now the Bulls have their biggest lead.
Are being sent out to go to work. And that's what causes this kind of easy basket. Look at the force of that ball.
Bulls lead to 2.
This is a 2-2-1 zone trap.
Normally the Bulls handle pressure very well. In fact, they do a lot of three-point shooting out of it. Here's Jordan. Wow!
Everyone in this arena fell back in their seat. You did, I did. The whole scorers table fell back in their seat. When he decides to elevate his game, he says, "Get out of my way." Oh, my Lord.
Ronnie Cycli on the foul.
Sometimes a player just has to take his entire team on his own talented, broad shoulders. Look at this finish by Michael. Michael knew that the team was in trouble, that he needed baskets, and they needed inspirational baskets.
Lob to Paxson. Now Jordan from just inside of three-point country, and he has 25. Jordan kicks to Grant. And now it's Jordan again. He's in for an Astro-like performance. He's got 27.
And all he's done is look to pass the ball back out. Hasn't expressed himself inside like he should.
That guy has expressed himself on occasion. 29 points for Jordan. Create extreme pain.
Well, you know, someone was talking to me before the game, and they said, "Oh, nice move."
That's what they said. 31 points for Jordan.
What's happening is the passing lanes are being taken away, and that's why Michael Jordan is able to get in so close to the basket.
His 4th personal foul.
Which means they did shoot 454. Mainly they shoot threes for spacing. As they're having trouble with the press.
Pippen to Jordan. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead. When they got their game going.
Well, I'm afraid that Swagger has turned to dagger.
Oh, Cartwright making a solid move out of the post. Jordan against Shaw. Paxson over the tip and pick. And Cartwright center. Now it's Jordan against Smith. Rimming good. Michael Jordan with 36. But not quite as much like him as Harvey Grant. Now Jordan feeds Paxson. It's a 2, and it's good.
Offense on the floor. It's going to be a very dangerous period of time for the Miami Heat.
Again, the Bulls go into Jordan, and again he delivers. He's got 38. Chicago to throw in. That foul was on Keith Askins. Jordan, a quick spin out and dunk.
Well, Alan Ogg has got to come across the lane.
Here's Jordan against Smith. Sees the double team coming and just goes to the hoop. 42.
Well, there's not much you can do.
On the drive, leaves it for Grant Long. And the rebound to Williams. Now it's Jordan at the controls. Good punch into Purdue.
Wonderful pass. Absolutely wonderful.
The Chicago Bulls have their biggest lead of the game at 17.
They're trying to set up. Look how they're way outside the three-point line, trying to create some easy baskets.
Like that.
Assistant coaches, trainers, doctors, lawyers, everybody unhappy, and they got reason.
Cole loses it to Armstrong, and then a foul. The Knicks, 109-75. We're told that that is the lowest offensive output by the Pistons in the playoffs. Michael Jordan has 44.
Well, if there was a name for that dunk, I'd call it the sandwich dunk. He was located directly between two people.
Try by Rice is short. Jordan throwing ahead to Grant. Horace Grant with 15. Now it's Jordan again coming up with a steal. Paxson to Jordan for the finish. 46.
Had only 11 in game 1. Jordan around Rice.
Oh, boy. Well, here's Michael. He fakes like he's going over the top, and he goes baseline, hangs, and spins it off the glass.
All the other players more today. Jordan with a steal. Here he comes. Whoa! Long denies. Jordan has his third point, and
Like we were saying earlier, he loves the playoffs.
in the hole to Grant. He earned it.
And here, Michael feeds Horace. He got great position down low in the paint.
61 last year, and the NBA high by 10, 67 this season.
Oh! That triangle play. Bill dumped it off to Michael, and he slammed it. Like running that backdoor play.
Likely out on Jordan. Jordan giving a little Muhammad Ali routine. And he gets it to...
Only a great first step, but it's a long first step, so you can't recover.
B.J. Armstrong, former Iowa.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Will Purdue from Jordan. Purdue had 16 on Friday night to match his own. Pat Riley, your former boss, New York Knicks head man, will be the guest at halftime. Jordan.
What they do.
That was a very important experience for me to win a championship at any level. Livingston.
Within a short period of time, but he's really come and rebounded back from both situations.
Jordan over Askins.
18 or 20. It's going to be difficult for them to come back in the second half.
Another assist for Michael
To get the Miami Heat back into the game.
Pippen is back in, and there's Jordan drawing the foul.
Into an excellent shooter. Needs to work on putting the ball on the floor to be a much complete player.
Look at that, Jordan gets his own rebound and draws another foul.
This is why you always particular game.
He's still in the laboratory. He's still
Almost turned it over in Grant Long the first time, then he threw it just slightly, and he did turn it over.
Horace Grant.
Those are the two teams I'm picking for the final, Portland and Chicago.
The other players have been the stars. He's set up the...
He had a great season and looked like he's...
To Paxson. It's Paxson's turn. 6:47 as Ronnie Cycli has 20 points. Jordan at the other end.
He does that up and under move better than any everybody in basketball. He passes up to Michael. Michael sees Grant long and Cycling. He decides, oh, I'm a split.
Oh, boy. I tell you, it had to be for him. And then got traded in the Sherman Douglas trade. And it's they're not coming down shooting quick jump shots. That time they must have had 5 or 6 passes, and it ended up in an easy jump shot.
He's hit 2 in a row, 3 in a row for Jordan. He's got his stroke.
Short series. We want to get this over with as quick as possible.
Michael.
Well, Michael right here sizes Glenn Rice up. He shoots the jumper. Then afterwards, he just looked at him and told him, hey, young fella, maybe next time. A shot on you, and then he tells you about it, but in a nice way.
He's into the jump shooting, isn't he, in this second half? Now with 29.
For the monster dunk.
Sets up Pippen. Jordan inside, and he can't hit. And Cycling tipped it in.
Watch Michael Jordan explode up high. Oh, man. And tried to come up on it. He just went a little too hard.
I take that back. Jordan did have his hand on it. It wasn't Cycling. Michael and Smith.
Yes.
What's this all about?
Well, Steve Smith trying to put his hand back and feel where Michael Jordan is. And Michael Jordan said, I'm right here. He was guarding James Worthy. He didn't get a break.
Good pass by Purdue, and Jordan misses.
My shot. A gentleman about it, of course.
And the Heat get it first. Cross court for Rice. Open for 3. Fires. In and out. Rebound, Michael Jordan. This place could have exploded if the Rice 3 fell. Jordan across. Hands to Grant. He lays it in. Horace Grant from Michael Jordan. And the Heat lead is 6-4. Shaw weaves through the traffic into the front court. Hands to the Rice. 3-point line. Dribble drive by Pippen in the lane. Soft shot, no. Rebound loose. Taken by Rice. Against Cartwright. Finds Cycling in the lane. Puts it on the floor. And loses to Jordan. Here's Shaw in a Cycling. Spins in the lane. Now goes up with a hook. Blocked out of bounds from behind by Jordan. That's the one thing. If you take too much time down on the post, Pippen and Jordan will come swooping in and knock it away from you.
Jordan over Brian Shaw. And Michael is now 1 for 4. His first points of the game. Miami Heat at 67%. And Pippen had 11 of Chicago's 19 points. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, only 2. Jordan with the fadeaway. He has 4.
That's a tough matchup for Brian Shaw. He has to back off. He's afraid of the penetration. And not only does Michael have speed, he has size on him as well. Playoff time, Bob. Just blow it off and play. Lace them up, go out and play.
Jordan with 2 consecutive field goals and now has 6. 38-27, Heat by 11. 9 on the shot clock. Glenn Rice into the paint. Jordan with that patented behind-the-back steal. Armstrong takes the hard foul from Bimbo Coles and will go to the line. Jordan. Well, Miami is making them pay inside. The Bulls have pulled to within 7.
Coles breaks the pressure and moves it into the front court. Comes right of the circle, flips it topside to Edwards. Guarded by Jordan, puts it on the floor, stripped by Jordan. Loose ball to Grant, ahead for Michael, into the front court. Behind his back comes left wing, now down the lane, all the way for the 2-hand slam, and the foul on Allen Ogg. That is vintage Jordan super stuff.
I'll tell you, I hope nobody blinked watching that one, because this is Michael Jordan at his best. There's very few people on this planet that can do this. Spins behind his back, up, and a little hang time for the 2-handed slam over a 7'2" Aggie.
Here's Cliff Levingston, right wing. The Bulls can take their first lead. Inside, Jordan shoots the turnaround fadeaway and hits. And the Bulls do get their first lead of the game. It comes at 44-43. 3:50 left in the first half. So Chicago is up by 1. Michael Jordan, left wing, guarded by Shaw, puts it on the floor into the lane for the floater. In and out, and it drops back in. So Michael Jordan has it revved up, doesn't he? After a 2-point first quarter, Jordan with a dozen here in the second, 14 points already. Jordan in the lane, scoops it up and in. Michael Jordan, 16 points in the second quarter, 18 here in the first half. And the Bulls flip back in front, 48-47. Out it goes to Jordan. Jordan starts the drive to the lane for a 10-footer. Good. Michael Jordan silences the crowd and now has 19 points here in the first half. 53-51. The Heat lead by 2. Paxson right corner, bottled up by Smith. Bounces right of the lane for Jordan. Shoots the fadeaway and hits. 21 now for Michael Jordan. Here's Jordan, head of the circle, unloads the jumper, bullseye. Michael Jordan, 2 in a row here in the third quarter. He's got 23 points. Scottie Pippen to the right wing with the Bulls down 1. Alley-oop for Jordan, makes the catch, lays it in. Michael Jordan has all 6 Chicago points here at the start of the third quarter. The Bulls take a 1-point lead, and the Heat take their 22nd timeout. Back to Michael, 3-point arc. Against Long, starts the drive, spins down the middle, hangs in the air, and floats it in. Another spectacular shot made routinely by Jordan. Jordan feeds Horace Grant, back to Jordan, wing jumper, no good, off the back rim, but a Miami foul. Second by Jordan, good. So Michael Jordan with 2 free throws has 29 points, and the Bulls have a 2-point lead. Cycling, triple team, what'll he do with it? Looking, finds Long on the left, shoots a 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought for Rice and Paxson, but Paxson comes up with it and circles out with the Bulls up 2. Into the front court, Jordan. Jordan fakes, now fires from 18 and hits. He is unstoppable. Michael Jordan, 12 points here in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. He's got 31 for the night. It comes to Jordan on the wing. He moves down the lane, got bumped by Cycling, missed the reverse layup, but got fouled. And the Bulls by 5. Jordan's second free throw, also good. The Bulls lead 69-63. 5:50 left in the third quarter here at Miami Arena, Game 3. Horace Grant left of the lane, out to Jordan, another jumper, good. An 18-footer this time, line drived in by Jordan. Looks like he's on the driving range, hitting one 300-yarder after another. Rebound of Scottie Pippen. Pippen down the middle, floats into the front court. Off the dribble, finds Paxson, 3-point line. He gets to the Jordan, top of the circle, to the foul line, ducks under Cycling, finds Pippen, 15-footer is good. 23 now for Scottie Pippen. Here's Jordan, right wing jumper. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Cycling, his 10th rebound of the night. But his outlet picked off by Jordan. Jordan in the lane against 3, goes up, and Shaw stole the shot, but a foul on Shaw. He flips up the first and hits. Jordan hits the second free throw. He now has 38, and the Bulls up by 1, 79-78. Topside Pippen, left wing to Jordan. Jordan sets, is double teamed. Dribbles out to the top, 8 on the shot clock. Jordan now back down the lane, hangs in the air, missed the scoop, but got fouled by Cycling. He flips it up, right hand, and hits. Jordan hits the second free throw. So Michael now with 40 points. Jordan left wing, eyes Kevin Edwards. Comes to the left wing, to the foul line, turns the corner, down the lane, hangs in the air, feeds it out to Pippen. The corner jumper, good. Just when you think you have him stopped, Jordan hangs in the air an extra split second and finds the open man. Topside cut right, hands it back to Michael. Michael double team, gets by Cycling, moves right of the circle into the corner. Armstrong for a 20-footer, good. Actually, that's a 3-point goal for B.J. Armstrong. Rice, top of the circle, fires off to the left, rebound Cartwright, and he feeds Jordan. Jordan on the jog, moves it in front, changes direction, down the lane for the one-hand slam dunk. Tremendous liftoff by Jordan. Timeout Miami. Michael has 42. The Bulls lead by 3. If the Bulls win, they advance. If the Heat win, we get Game 4 Friday night. Cartwright for Jordan. In the lane, here's the fadeaway. Got it. Michael Jordan with 44, and the Bulls lead it 98-96. Here's Bimbo Coles on the walk. He prowls around out top. His bouncer for Long, knocked away by Jordan, stolen by Armstrong. 4-on-1. Pippen down the lane, all the way, lays it in. Well, that's what we saw a lot of in Chicago over the weekend. Back to Michael, 8 on the shot clock. Shaw right with Jordan. Jordan turns, dribbles to his left, down the lane, floats it up. Good, no good, but a foul on Grant Long. Jordan's first free throw is good. He has been nearly flawless tonight with 45 points. Second free throw is good, so it is now 102-96. Down the other way, Jordan to the foul line, rises, shoots, connects. Michael Jordan throwing one haymaker after another. He's got 48 points in the game. Jordan circles left wing. Jordan by Shaw, down the lane, bumps it along, puts up the shot. No foul, but the shot went in. So Michael Jordan now with 50 points here at Miami Arena. 13 to shoot. Pippen squares on Cycling. Pippen looks at the basket, holds, puts it on the floor. Out to Armstrong, right wing Jordan with 6 in the shot clock. He fires and hits. An arena record 52 points for Michael Jordan. He has taken it over. 113-106 Chicago. Minute 15 left, maybe in the playoffs for Miami. Down ahead of the field, Jordan makes the catch, gets ahead of Cycli in dunks. 54 now for Jordan, and the Heat need to call another timeout. It comes to Jordan with 10. Jordan down the sideline gets fouled with 9.5 seconds left. Jordan to the foul line with 9.5 seconds left, and the Bulls up by 3. All Jordan does is have 54 points, and he's hit 14 of 16 at the line. And he hits the first free throw. We have seen not only one of the greatest games in the history of the Miami Heat, we have also seen the greatest scoring output at Miami Arena. Michael Jordan with 55, surpassing Alex English's total of 51 a few years back.
Michael just says, climb on my back, we're going for another ring.
118-114. Jordan hits the second. It's 119 to 114.
Each other against in New York.
Jordan knocks it out of bounds with 20.
What happens is Scottie Pippen went to double team, and when he did, he couldn't find Xavier McDaniel on the rebound. There's Michael Jordan.
First points of the game for Jordan. Jukins quickly to the hoop and then the block. Paxson spots up from Jordan.
He just doesn't miss. And he took a quick timeout.
Jordan gets past Wilkins, the fadeaway. Rattles home. So bang underneath, but called him tight out on the perimeter.
I think that's a good call. Underneath, you're gonna get all the kind of contact you want.
Michael wanted a foul on that jump shot. He's now 3 for 6 and has only 6 points.
See what happened.
That was knocked out by Cartwright. Jordan alone in the corner. Oops.
Standing right there.
Impressive defense. 5 to shoot. Pippen has it blocked by Ewing with 1 on the shot clock. Jordan buries the jumper.
Looks like Scotty's rubbed off that or run off that little injury.
Got Jordan posted down there. It'll be tough to stop him on the post-up. Jordan posted against Starks.
This is where he's tough in the post right here. You don't know what to do if you're going to double team him. He fades and shoots the jump shot. You double team him and he passes. I always felt like that when I needed a basket when I was coaching in Chicago. I loved to post up Michael because he's either going to get a foul or get a good shot.
Knicks by 5. Jordan from 18. Oh, he's heating up. Look out. That's 18 points for Jordan. Held to only 4 in the first quarter. He would. Starks and Jordan into a sumo wrestling match down there on the post. Now Jordan has him isolated. 5 to shoot.
Spinning back and baseline.
Well, that tongue come out, and Jordan has 20. It's a 1-point Knicks lead.
You've got to stay out of the penalty. Because you know Michael Jordan is going to try to get contact and get to the line.
Like right now. The building is alive. That's why they call it the Madhouse on Madison Street.
And you can feel the Bulls surging. Michael Jordan knows they're in the penalty, so what am I going to do? I'm going to take it to the basket. Somebody's going to foul me, or I'm going to be a contortionist. I'm going to jump sideways, kiss it off the glass, and get the score.
New York points, 14 of their last 18. Bulls down 1, 3:12 to go. Michael Jordan, classic spin moves and fadeaway jumper. Jordan has 28. 7. They lead by 1. Jordan, what a move inside.
That's ridiculous. That's so good. That's ridiculous.
30 points.
I hope Chicago knows what they get to see every night. This guy's get out and play good, solid defense.
10 to shoot for the Bulls. Paxson. 2-0 shoots.
Rebound. They feel like that they can do a better job on the offensive boards than they did in Game 1.
Horace Grant gave Michael Jordan the pick for the jumper. 8 seconds to shoot. 6 of 10 for 60. Big difference in both teams.
I think Chicago's gotten better shots at the basket. Paxson specifically early is 15 for 23, only 65%. And I haven't been going back in the post to Michael again. They're trying to get another foul on Starks.
This time, nobody can stop it. It's a 1-point game. Jordan and Paxson with 13 and Chicago's 15 points. Make that 15 to the 17.
Really feel that Michael's trying to make a statement here.
Backing Starks in for the turnover. Jordan has 11. Talking to the young John Starks. You saw what that did.
There's a steal. thinks that if Patrick Ewing beats him, he's going to give help. He's got to chase him off that quick jump shot.
Starks punched it away, and you saw Michael with conversation. Look at Starks right back at him.
The one thing when you play against Michael Jordan, you not only have to stand up to him physically, you have to stand up to him mentally, because he will torment you with his play. Just like that.
In your face. Jordan has hit his last 6 shots. Now has 17 points. Jordan's turnaround over Starks. First points of the quarter for Michael.
But Michael's posting up so much tonight. He's wearing him out in the post. Starks can't handle him in there. That shot was ugly.
He's really been struggling in the playoffs. Look out!
Michael says, Charles, I know you're going to foul me. I'm going to pull up and take this little shot. I do not want to go to the hospital yet.
B.J. Armstrong from Michael Jordan. Rebound. He has 10. Knicks ball. Wilkins tried to split the double team, lost the ball.
It's unfair to be able to do that.
Purdue with the bad pass. Wilkins follows. Jordan knocked it out of bounds. Chicago ball. Well, Jordan actually knocked it off the Knicks. What a play.
He's come over to give help. See, he'll come over to give help on Michael on this shot. Someone's got to help on the boards. Right there's your man.
Grant, Michael Jordan dished it after he saw 3 Knicks surround him. Armstrong over Mason. Big bucket by B.J. Only 1 of 8 from downtown tonight. Jordan alone. He ain't going to miss that. Only a second field goal of the second half. Bulls by 5. Crowd back into it. B.J. Armstrong. Great hit. They foul to give inside the 2 minutes. They've committed only 3.
Well, how about this matchup? Vandeweghe on Jordan.
Struggled here. Only 4 points in the second half prior to this trip to the line. And I think you pointed out, Doug, very clearly that a lot of that has to do not just with Knicks defense, but with
Averaged well over 40 minutes in that series.
we've seen a couple of beauties here at Chicago Stadium.
New York is playing their heart out.
Jordan's foul.
New York, Chicago is having to work very, very hard.
His fatigue in game 1.
Missed that one also.
Missed them both.
We're looking for Michael Jordan.
6 to shoot.
Boy, oh boy, someone's going to have to look for it.
B.J. Armstrong in the paint. Big bucket. 7 seconds. Jordan kicks it to Armstrong. 5. He has 16 points tonight. Timeout, New York.
Well, B.J. Armstrong's hit the last 2 baskets. It's one of the reasons he's in the ball game, because he can create his own off the dribble, unlike John Paxson. 2 tough shots he's hit in a row to give him a 5-point lead.
Jordan with the steal.
Smart play to pull it out. Smart play. John Starks tries to make the long pass, something you cannot do against Michael Jordan. He's going to cut into the gap and steal it. And I like the maturity of B.J. Armstrong. He didn't worry about the 2 points. He needs the clock right now.
Jordan rebounds. And the Bulls are going to get the win. There's a foul. The Lakers won the first game, upsetting the...
Still suffering with the sprained ankle. Jordan picked up on a double team, and he's forced into a travel.
That time, New York took Michael Jordan, sent him to the baseline, which is...
As he put it, 14 unenforced turnovers. Scottie Pippen.
Chicago's going to be running out at the other end, getting fast break scores.
Cartwright given the room, and he's tied the game in the past. Michael Jordan, and that's his first field goal.
They can get into the half-court offense. That time, 17 seconds, but Jordan with the steal.
Wilkins able to foul him, and Michael Jordan going the length of the court and stuffing.
It's a clear path to the basket. The swipe, the steal. Now, where does the foul take place? There. In the backcourt, clearly. Good call by the official. They take it out on the side. Let's hurry up and wait type attitude is how they play offense. They want to get it up quickly, but they know they must control tempo.
Michael Jordan is
out, man. This is a more and then get to the rim. That's how he loves to play.
Jordan for three. Michael Jordan hits from downtown, and the Bulls lead 16. The New York Knicks 13. Here's the double team on Jackson. The steal by Jordan. And Michael Jordan hits on the reverse, and the Knicks again are having big problems with the pressure of the Bulls.
And Chicago is changing up its point of attack where they're going to double team. A few moments ago, the double team taking place right over the half-court line. Then Mark Jackson, who's much smaller, a good strong trap. Jordan with the hand out there gets the deflection. And then just to remind those fans that think he may have forgotten how to dunk it, no, it does a little reverse for you.
Starks, Greg Anthony getting set to check in as Michael Jordan. Jordan guarded by Starks. Oh, Michael Jordan again. He's hit 5 out of 6. Rebound down. Knicks continue to have their troubles at the line. And Jordan right off the bench to connect for the jumper. Michael Jordan has hit 6 of 7.
And he sits back down on the bench and someone else goes in and plays those minutes.
The Bulls 3 of 3 from downtown. Jordan called for the shuffle. Second traveling violation on Michael Jordan.
Before each game, he's had hopefully a long career in the NBA to improve. Ewing knew that he had to become a better passer and read defenses.
Oh, Michael Jordan made the play, able to deflect it over to Grant. And the Bulls lead 43-33. Ewing foul by Jordan. The Knicks calling for time with 6:42. At this point, no respect, though, for the outside touch of Gerald Wilkins. Jordan under pressure. Oakley and Anthony.
Game 3 with 3 minutes remaining, a total of 90 points scored by both teams. So the tempo definitely is up in Chicago's favor.
Yes, and it counts. A gorgeous spin move by Jordan.
Well, Gerald Wilkins mentioned to us yesterday that he's probably the one who has the best chance of stopping Jordan as far as the guards are concerned from New York down low because of size down low. I don't care who's playing him. He's almost impossible one-on-one to stop.
Here's Jordan. Fouled by Oakley on Thursday. Cold spell, a 17-8 run by the Knicks, propelling New York to the lead, but now Chicago leads by 3 as Michael Jordan.
As far as dunks go, today he's 2 out of 3, only missing the breakaway.
Bulls with the ball and a 2-point lead. And now McDaniel switching off on Jordan. Michael trying to shake off. Receive the productivity out of Patrick Ewing, only 5 for 14, 12 points. Jordan with the spin. Oh, what a move by Michael Jordan.
Of course, of the regular season, Scottie Pippen led this team in assists with 572, and when he can find Michael Jordan down low, there aren't many 2 guards that can stop Michael in that painted area.
Now Starks guarding Jordan. McDaniel over to help. Paxson. Oh, how often we've seen that. But on Tuesday night, and that is what propelled the Knicks to the victory. Jordan, Bulls 71, and the Knicks 60-61. Since then, the Bulls have taken over. That was kicked out by Jordan, who did not like the call. Here's Jordan. Scott Williams able to get to the loose ball, but he followed up Jordan with the recovery, and Jordan is fouled. The basket counts and a foul, and Michael Jordan very upset about the way he was muscled.
Xavier McDaniel rotating across, just basically goes after his body to try and stop it. Jordan with the strength, the concentration, and now he is upset because he understands if he lands the wrong way, that could be the end of the season for him. Ahmad Rashad earlier this year had spent a day with Michael and gone through his workout training program and said it's really a difficult one. This guy has built his body up and added great strength to a great talent.
Yes, Michael works with a personal trainer, working only on his upper body. Says he's gained 20 pounds. He never really lifted weights before. He was afraid that it would mess up his shot or perhaps slow him down. He said he was prompted to start lifting because of the beatings that he was taking. Wilkins, way off, throws the air ball. And a foul has been
ball on Ewing, and he kicked.
4 minutes gone by in the first. Michael Jordan has tied the game at 10. Oh, a beautiful alley-oop from Pippen to Jordan. Bulls had reeled off 8 consecutive points before that Wilkins jump shot. Michael Jordan again. He has hit 3 out of 3 for 8 points. Chicago 14, the Knicks 12.
Scottie Pippen and the skill ability, and then a Michael Jordan at the other end. You can do things like this. Now, you're wondering how it may have started. Movement without the basketball. If you denied, fake one way, go without it, and then hope you have a teammate like Pippen to deliver.
Jordan looked like Wilkins got a piece of it again. Michael Jordan with 10 points. The Knicks and the Bulls, 25. Jordan with the room. Yes. Michael Jordan has hit 5 out of 8. He has 12 points, and he's the Knicks outside shooting. Starks has certainly been struggling, although during the season he hit the three-pointer. Jordan, it counts, and the foul. Biggest lead of the night for the Knicks. Jordan backing Starks. Yes. 16 for Jordan. The half. Jordan. Starks fell down, and Michael Jordan able to sweep by. So Jordan isolating on Starks. Yes. Michael Jordan going glass has tied the game at 47 today at 1-900 Will. Paxson, that's 2-point range. Rebounded by Jordan. Michael Jordan getting inside. That's his first field goal this third quarter. Phil Jackson telling me before the game he has not heard the Garden crowd as loud as it was yesterday as Michael Jordan is finally able to hit. He has 24 points, 20 coming in the first half. Lead of the night. Here's Michael Jordan. Yes, and it counts, and Jordan is able to answer Wilkins.
Jordan with the move. I'm sorry, Patrick Ewing called for the foul that time. His 5th first
Post, too. He really has not been a factor in the post in this series at all.
Going to Grant early, and he has 4 points. Wilkins from long range. Rebound Horace Grant. Bulls want to run. Jordan has Pippen right.
Danny McDaniel's down on this end, so Pippen takes advantage. It's going to be a foul. Here's Michael in the post again against Wilkins. Surprised they're not coming to get him with a double team. And there's Ewing's 2nd foul. That's just what I talked about. I think Wilkins is just coming to the backcourt here. But see, Michael, how many guys can hang in the air like that and create that foul? See, I mean, the normal guy gets his shot blocked there. Michael goes up.
Being the big guy.
Trying to get the ball inside, get something going to the basket.
There's the double team on Grant. Very difficult turnaround jumper. Jordan with the ball.
Offensive rebound. Offensive rebounding. That's 2 now. Has unbelievable confidence.
Jordan driving past Starks. No problem. Bulls by 2.
No shot blocker back there. See, Ewing gets 2 fouls. It opens up the middle. No one steps in. Now watch this. As you take it, we stop it right there. See, Oakley is on the wrong side. He's got to be here. And he's so worried about Bill Cartwright that he's not in this position. McDaniel has got to come here. He is worried about Scottie Pippen. So Michael now makes the turn and goes in uncontested for the layup. New York does not want to give up those kind of easy scores.
Bulls have 18 points.
Very steady job for this team.
Jordan going right past Wilkins. Remember, Wilkins has the sore foot. Jordan has 8 points.
McDaniel playing against Michael Jordan now. Pippen about 43 and Horace Grant 45
with 5:50 to go in the half. Make it 6.
And Michael shooting his free throws well tonight.
Jordan with a beautiful cut for the ball.
Doubt that. I think also you're a little
hold on to him right now. King with the drive.
Get a good look at it and take the shot.
Jordan on the cut.
He had a tough shot too. Wilkins with a hand the Knicks got in New York.
Michael Jordan slips inside. He has 50.
The ball normally he either goes up quickly with a shot or he takes it to the basket. He's a little hesitant.
Wilkins, good job on Jordan, but that's not enough. The offensive rebound story. Once again, Jordan isolated against Wilkins.
A backdoor play, so be aware of Michael with an alley-oop play here coming up soon.
Starts on Jordan. The foul, Ewing.
He comes down with his arm. The minute his arm came down, it was a foul. Chicago hurt them with pressure defense with Starks and Anthony.
This is the jump shot. Long rebound gives the Bulls a chance to open the court. Foul on Starks.
Sit down, swing to Chicago.
Starks had a hold of him there. 7 to shoot. McDaniels rips it loose. Jordan! Hard foul from Anthony.
Loose balls. Remember how important loose balls are. It looks like New York has it. Speed and quickness. Michael Jordan. There's the foul. Michael wanted to go to him. He said, no, I got to leave that alone against the Pistons. You know, you just wake up, make your free throw.
With the Pistons game of the 80s. There's the double team on McDaniel. He loses the ball to Jordan. Grant and Jordan combine for that steal. Grant gets it back, misses the layup, but he'll go to the line.
Free Hodges up maybe off penetration from Michael for a three-point shot.
6 to shoot. Jordan denied the penetration the first time, but not the second. They showed big on Jordan, backed away for an instant, and Michael slipped down the lane to get the layup. It is a 6-point Bulls lead.
See, Starks playing Scottie Pippen right now. They've got Gerald Wilkins on Michael Jordan.
Ewing steps up.
Inside defense against your defense.
7.
See, instead of converting on that fast break.
7 to shoot, backing in on Ewing with the 5 fouls. Who got it? Michael Jordan came from the weak. And Mason has to play Cartwright. Jordan. Tough shot from behind the backboard.
Boy, Pat Riley wanted to walk Michael Smart. He's going to make them take a foul on him, or he's going to get to the basket.
3-point play. Wilkins fouled it.
Camera on Phil Jackson. Because Phil Jackson, as Chicago came down the floor, said, I want to make 4 passes. And Michael said, I want the ball. Clear out. We're going to run home.
Yeah, a bit too much with that spin move.
Jordan had the open jump. And he's tied the game at 6. Michael Jordan on 6.5 remaining in this first quarter. Michael Jordan hitting on a second field goal, and he's tied the game. 9-point lead. It's their biggest of the game. It counts, and the foul, a hack on Wilkins.
Spectacular shot.
And here's the applause.
Jordan with the dribble right, crossover. So difficult to guard that.
By 5. Armstrong and Jordan in the backcourt. Cartwright, Grant, and Williams up front. Jordan backing Starks. Nice spin by Michael Jordan. He has 8 points. As we come up on 2 minutes remaining, first half. Jordan cuts it back to 10 with just under 2 minutes to go. Force, not a good shot. Just under 1 minute remaining first half. Jordan with the shake and bake and a spectacular move to cut it to a 6-point lead. He got a break there. Was last touched by the Knicks. The Chicago Bulls with 8 turnovers in the first half. 4 committed by Jordan. That's unusual. Here's Jordan. That is not unusual. But here's Paxson. Oakley with the save. Wilkins for Ewing. Oh, what a play by Jordan. He stopped Ewing.
Patrick takes the low route, however. In his attempt to get there without a dribble, he really didn't give himself advantage of his own size with that move.
Nick lead with a half minute to go in the quarter. Here's McDaniel, tried to answer. Starks with the steal. Livingston recovers, leads to this, a 3-on-2. Jordan from Pippen. And the foul. So Michael Jordan can tie the game. Anthony called for the personal.
The Bulls at their best. This is the style of play that they want to play. Movement on the court. Fast break basketball. And two of the best in the middle of the action, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan.
Michael only 1 of 3 from the line. And he's tied the game at 68. 18 points for Jordan. Pressure from Chicago. Paxson and Jordan in the backcourt. Here's Jordan dumping to Grant. Well done by Michael Jordan. Greg Anthony has been a very good defender. Now Wilkins back on Jordan. Jordan gave it up. Here's Purdue. Knicks lead 91, 83, 2 minutes. The Bulls went 6 minutes and 10 seconds without a point. The Knicks outscored them 13-0, and the Knicks took command. Here's Jordan for 3, and the Knicks now lead 93-86. A minute 25.
2 days to rest.
Here's Jordan. The Knicks with a 7-4 advantage, and the Knicks have opened up by hitting their first 3 shots. Here is Jordan. So the Knicks lead is 1. 1973 when they won it all against the Los Angeles Lakers. Jordan. Full Cartwright with the box out. Jordan with the spin and the bucket.
His 3-point shot.
That rally refers to John Starks as feast or famine.
So far. Ooh. So that means Chicago gonna win today? You want to go home now?
Oh, very friendly rim for Michael Jordan. Position.
And actually, Cliff Levingston first warned the official as Greg Anthony ran into his first screen in the backcourt, and then when he did it again, the whistle blew.
Yes, and it counts. 2 points. The Bulls now lead by 5.
And you can see the special attention that Jordan draws. 3 Knicks waiting for him in the lane, but when he gets in, the one that we saw in Game 6.
Wilkins picked off by Grant. Jordan.
I'm on a 3-pointer.
Mark Jackson is back for Greg Anthony. Oh, good look from Jordan. Pippen with the steal. Here's Jordan. Yes. Active in Game 6 against the Knicks. Got into a little scrap at the end of the game. Here's Michael Jordan. He now has 29 points. And the Bulls lead 56-46 by Jordan. Here's Pippen. Paxson. Rare to see him off the dribble. And it's tipped home. Paxson getting set to come on, so Ewing will sit down. Here's Jordan. What a feed for Grant. But he stepped out. He came from out of bounds, and the basket does not count. Marv has come on for Bill Cartwright. King missed the first 2 games of the series with the flu. Sat out Thursday night with a bad throat. Here's Jordan splitting through. Jordan with the steal. And then it's stolen by Starks. McDaniel chased by Jordan. It's a clean block.
Whose game is it? It's Michael Jordan's game.
And that's why Magic said before, he was demanding the basketball from his teammates. He knows right now he's got it, he feels it, he splits the potential trap, and then after scoring, comes right back with a terrific defensive play.
One of the most remarkable sequences that you will see. Michael Jordan doing it in every phase of the game. First the bucket, then the steal, then he lost it, and then he's able to hustle back and come up with the rejection.
He's got to show you again. First he gets the inbounds pass, then he starts to dribble. He splits the double team right there. First move. Now he continues for the score. Then he turns around and looks for the basketball, picks it off like a wide defensive back in football, but loses it. Still hustles back and and makes up with effort by preventing the sure layup for the New York Knicks. Because 2 days off, recharged his battery, his energy level is up.
Oh, what a spin by Jordan! Add this to the Michael Jordan.
Well, most of the time he's been coming to the middle. This time he fooled everybody, went baseline, and went up under for two.
The big thing here is how quickly he has to make a decision. Nobody in the middle. He takes a quick look, then comes back, avoids Ewing, rotating over to try and block it, and then has the ability to finish with his left hand. For all the youngsters out there that coaches keep telling you have to learn how to use both hands, that's the reason why.
Bestseller, Cooled Out, starring Ed Asner, Blythe Danner, Dennis Farina. That's coming your way tonight here on NBC. Ernie Grunfeld of the Knicks staff. There's Jordan. Michael Jordan with 42 points.
Is almost automatic. They talk about stopping Jordan from penetrating. When Jordan penetrates, he does that.
That was his own collision that time. Price bumped into their own people.
Jordan got away with the travel, hit Paxson for the jump.
Pippen, Jordan, Paxson. They run right at you hard, and then this guy is the spot-up man.
He's hit 6 shots in a row. Now Jordan's alone on the baseline. Now that's not exactly in your defensive game plan.
Well, what they're doing is they're running a double screen. He's got it right now. He's feeling good.
Paxson comes out from behind Pippen, and he drains his from the perimeter. With 4 each, neither Sanders nor Elo have scored yet for the Cavaliers. They trail it by 4. The Bulls have hit. Sanders misses from 18. Jordan with the rebound. No offensive boards for the Cavs. Ahead to Grant.
See, that's inexcusable. See, the shots are going up. Every time they shoot the jumper and they miss it. You notice the rebounds are not landing in the paint. They're going up.
Now the double team from Purdue.
That's weak. Now we're talking about the best passing center in the league. He thought he was fouled. So did his coach. You know, Grant Doherty's looking at the baseline referee, Paul Mahalik, right at switch. Thing is now, you got to get your hand up. You can't play with your hands down.
You got that right.
You can just mix the 4 centers up and throw it out there. Elijah Wan, Ewing, Robinson, and Doherty. Beautiful.
Grant hit Jordan, who was positioned in the lane. He is 4 of 6 from the floor. Is Michael? He has 8 points.
Sounds so easy when you say, well, what our game plan will be.
Scott Williams takes it into the paint, loses his dribble. Now 4. Jordan back into the game and firing. Michael has 10. Jordan into the paint again.
Jordan with 12. The high screen for the pick and roll. Michael's just taking his time because he wants to get down into this area. See, he's feeling it now.
And look at what he's done against the Cavaliers. 6 career games of 50-plus, 18 of 40-plus, has never scored beneath 30. And I was televising the game last year when he scored 69.
Cannot get lackadaisical and allowed him to make 2 or 3 before this half ended.
Grant is left. Excellent player, and he really makes this team strongest because he's on. This combination may be the best combination for the Cavaliers.
Scotty
Cartwright, his first miss of the night. Jordan from 20.
Grant and Pippen. When your assignment is Grant or Pippen, you have got to get to them.
Jordan into the paint. Sanders got a piece of that, but Jordan knocks it down anyway. Michael has 19.
Just watch how Michael goes down inside. That was a tough shot because Sanders definitely hit it. Sanders hit his head and said, how did he make it?
Michael's turnaround from 14 feet. Jordan with 21.
That's the 3rd one he's made tonight, and he makes it look so easy. He always fakes the same way. With his back to the basket, he fakes to his right and does it. Now watch that. There's that guy again. He's all by himself.
23 for Jordan.
You and I both know when it's happening.
10 to shoot. Michael Jordan didn't get it to fall. Elo grabbed him. Has 24. Cleveland only 19 points in the second quarter. They clear the side for Jordan. Elo sees his light flash in front of his eyes. And Jordan has 27. First points for Michael. 10 to shoot for the Bulls. is open for the jumper.
I'm just surprised how easily out of their offense.
There's the double team on Jordan. Pippen's the open man. That's a three.
I'm going to show you what happens here on the double team. See, by double teaming, that allowed Pippen to be wide open. He could have taken it down in closer.
Now they're working Williams down inside. Pippen with the block.
Now watch, this is what they wanted, over the back, right here. You can see he got hit on the edge. During the course of the year, they led the league as the dynamic duo, scoring 51 points a game.
Horace Grant gets the pass to Jordan.
Basic. Pass into the post and run.
Yet to score.
And they're still playing him straight up.
Still yet to score. Jordan back up hard. He's fouled. Jordan, nice talent. He's really cutting in.
Michael, I thought, had a beautiful game the other night. You have someone handling the ball in the middle of the break who should not have the basketball.
Jordan one-on-one. Elo gets the push.
He was the player of the month for the Bulls.
4 seconds. Blocked away. Pippen, Jordan, Armstrong.
Good foul.
Jordan with 4.
We do not have a man on this planet who can stop him. Okay? There isn't anyone out here who can stop him. Why are they picking on Greg Elo? Like someone else has stopped him somewhere along the line of play.
As though some other
right?
two guards.
That's right. We all know that you need 2 people. And even then you don't stop him because he's averaging 26 shots a game in the playoffs and 10 foul shot attempts. You're not going to stop him. He's going to get his 30 every night.
I think you have to have what's called the net defense. Armstrong. Michael Jordan's first field goal of the night. He's 1 for 7. It'll be a 3-point opportunity.
Underneath on the side, and what happens? Jordan gets right up inside here. See, Sanders fell away from Jordan. Lost them 3 points, a possible 3 here. Their number is running now as the second guard.
Pippen backing in the Elo, splitting in and getting the equivalent. Attempt for 5 3-pointers. He has 4. Grant slipped inside.
Well, Nance, you cannot be launching all of these long jump shots. That was a good pass. Guard, he fell asleep.
Jordan. This is the jumper. Gets his own board. Pippen from 14. From Michael Jordan.
No on Pippen.
Jordan has just had a defensive nightmare tonight. Somebody's been in his face all night long. There's what Pippen and Jordan did in the first half. Pippen hit 4 field goals. Jordan only 2.
They used King as a starter, so this is not a surprise. But he usually, comes in with some pretty good...
Nevertheless, Chicago has the ball. Jordan penetrating. His 3rd field goal of the game. Nance from Price. Cleveland ball.
Excellent defense by Michael.
Isolated with a nice bounce pass to Michael Jordan.
See, that's a forward screen.
On the baseline, Grant didn't get to him. Jordan gets the rebound. I had a feeling Jordan was going to take this one all the way in.
That's Michael Jordan's 6th offensive rebound. Any player who's ever played on slippery floors knows what a disaster this is.
What a chance he played.
Yeah. See, they can't get to the lane. See, they've been doing a very nice job.
Purdue to Jordan for the jam.
They continue to get them to miss the open shots, but they keep making the second shot.
Nice pass, Purdue down to Hunt.
Cartwright, and then the Paxson-Price matchup. Toughness needed by Paxson.
Michael Jordan getting the good shot opportunity.
Jordan is taking things into his own hands, whether it be at the offensive end by knocking down open jump shots, getting good screens from his teammates to let the Cavaliers know this is a different Chicago team today.
Jordan to the board and extends to an 8-2 Chicago lead.
Going to the glass, trying to produce second shot opportunities, follow-up scores for the Chicago Bulls.
157, lost 25. Paxson with the steal. Paxson with the lead for Jordan. And he's fouled. 3 from the line among their many problems. 18th in the league.
Well, and that was a very difficult shot. Price had to make that over Horace Grant, who had stepped out off the screen to help his teammate.
Cartwright. Here's Jordan with the steal. And he's fouled by Elo. Nearly hit.
The all-defense defensive team in the NBA. Michael Jordan does it a number of ways. He can play you straight up. He can get that hand in there for the flick, or he can block shots. Loves to do it from behind. And then when he's out in front, all you can do is hope to hold and hang on. Challenge Mark Price, but he just got there a little bit too late.
Jordan off the spin.
Get the basketball back so they have an opportunity to get some scores.
Jordan putting the move on Battle. And the Cavaliers usually go one-on-one with Michael Jordan.
So far, only 3 shot attempts this game.
Michael Jordan has 14.
This looks very similar to what Michael Jordan did in game number 7 against New York. Made a decision to come out, lead his team by example, dominate the first quarter of play. He's taken over. Part of the reason because Cleveland is such a good shot blocking team, they're not able to box out as well.
Offensive foul charge to Jordan. Final seconds of the quarter. Jordan for 3. Yes! Cavaliers 18. Michael Jordan finishing with 17 points for this first quarter as Michael was able to line drive it home right on target. Jordan with the head fakes. Elo gets help from Williams. Jordan finding Purdue.
And only Jordan has the ability against 3 to know where his teammates are and make the right pass.
Scott Williams, in his second year from North Carolina, signed last season as a free agent. Here's Paxson, who just returned. 2 lead at the start. Here's Jordan with the step. Rebound, Jordan. And he is fouled. Elo was called Valuable Player Award earlier this week. Only the 7th. The Bulls playing the clock. 6 on the 24. Jordan able to whip by Elo.
Same thing. That's why the reaction on the next play, which is just a small hand check, in their opinion.
Michael Jordan with a spectacular move.
Michael Jordan, when you catch him down low along the baseline, he has the ability to create and make something happen, and then obviously the ability to put it in the basket.
More physical here in the third quarter, not to the extent of a Knicks or Detroit. As Jordan able to beat Elo off the spin. Michael Jordan has 25 points. Series between the Knicks and Chicago. Horace Grant had said, referring to the series with Cleveland, what a pass from Jordan to Grant.
A little dribble handoff. Pippen to Jordan to try and force the switch, and then Michael with the reverse and the drop off, getting his teammates involved.
Halfway through the third. Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, Ahmad Rashad from the Coliseum in Richfield. And Michael Jordan continues his onslaught. He now has 27.
Taunting Jordan, talking about him, about stopping Michael, and after he knocks it down, just to let the guy know that he means serious business, he sends a little message. They say he's the best practice player in the NBA because he just loves the competition. He loves to compete. He loves to win.
Scottie Pippen has 18. Staying with the matchup battle. Playing Jordan. Elo now on Pippen. Here is Jordan. Michael Jordan has 29.
Just a little different way to get the isolation created for Michael Jordan.
Paxson shooting. The finishing touch throughout the day. Set up on the pick and roll, but could not convert. Jordan, yes, 31 for Jordan. Particularly what the Boston Celtics refer to as wide lead. Did not want to get in the way of one of his picks. Michael Jordan on fire. He has 33. Elo did call the personal. Larry able to get it back. Here's Brandon off the loose ball. Grant with the rebound. Armstrong. Yes. Jordan has not scored here in the fourth quarter. He has 33 points in all. Setting up Grant. Beautifully done. A minute 40 to go in the fourth. Here's Jordan. Foul by Elo. Big third quarter.
Has not picked up the basketball since the end of game 2.
6-point lead as we come up on 1 minute left in the fourth. Jordan finding Williams. Michael Jordan with a sensational play. Michael Jordan leading the way with 35. Scottie Pippen with 23 points. Foul called on John Williams. Williams 5 of 12.
The fact that 29 of his points have come in quarters 1 and 3. Not bad for just a half a game.
And Cleveland has been blistered off the boards. In the first half, Chicago had a 25-11 edge.
The help on Price coming off the screen. He left, got the layup.
And Grant got the roll. Here's Nance. Jordan in the open floor. Michael Jordan with a gorgeous move. First the ball fake and then took it by himself.
Michael Jordan, after receiving the outlet pass on the fly, down that left lane and just eludes the shot block attempt, coming up with second and third shot opportunities. They're being out-rebounded about 4 a game on the offensive boards, the Cavaliers are.
Michael Jordan looking for the steal. Stepped out.
Right time, but the foul took place first.
And Michael Jordan has tied the game at 13 from long range. Cavaliers lead it by 5. Cartwright with some room. Yes.
It just surprised me. Did you take that personally? I told him, I said, you know, why are you starting to do this now? And actually,
goals 20. B.J. Armstrong has come on for the first time. Michael Jordan able to answer. That's his third field goal. And Armstrong. Rebounded by Williams. Jordan with the intercept. Jordan with the bucket. Michael Jordan. Here's Jordan getting to step. Pippen for 3. Yes. Good defense by the Cavs. Jordan hits the 3. Michael Jordan has 12 points under 2 minutes remaining in the half. Jordan played by Nance. Yes. Pippen setting up Jordan. Michael Jordan. 16 points.
Michael Jordan receives the pass from Scottie Pippen along the baseline and has a decision to make. Do I go up and try and lay it up or try and dunk it?
Elo lost on a pick momentarily, able to recover. Then Jordan beat him off the dribble. Call made. Here's Price. Pippen able to race it down. Paxson. Yes.
Give it up there, top to Big Brad. Let him feed me to the top of the circle if you can't get it in.
Jordan with the open shot. 20 points for Michael Jordan. He's the high man. Cavaliers getting it done to this point, despite the fact that they have not received the offense from Brad Daugherty. Here's Armstrong. Elo. In his 9th season out of Washington State, 16 for Elo, and he's also had to defend against Jordan. Elo was called for the foul. He claims he was pushed into Jordan by Cartwright.
Elo pointing right away, saying that Cartwright's the reason. In the final minutes of the game.
Bulls with only 14 points in this third quarter. Make it 16. They had a 19-point second quarter. Williams bottled up. And back comes Jordan.
He's the one trying to get them into their offense. And Jordan, very aggressive, very tough against Jordan, knows that he can dominate Elo with nothing at all.
But it's hard to get a feel for the next game. Michael Jordan getting inside. No matter what happens, you can't figure lineup with 5:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jordan, yes, he has 29 on the 24. Steal by Jordan. Michael Jordan with the steal cuts it to a 7-point, 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Jordan squeezing inside. Jordan again. Michael Jordan. In that first attempt, he was at 35 remaining in the fourth. Here's Jordan slicing through.
It built his confidence. He knew he was struggling. What he wanted, he got.
Grant had a 15-rebound game on Monday. Michael Jordan. Craig Elo felt that he was shoved aside, making for the easy.
Michael Jordan and Paxson just take it off down the floor. They put it in Pippen's hands early.
Oh, beautiful move by Jordan. He beat Elo. Elo was hoping for some help to put in 20-plus ball games. Jordan, nice jump hook from Jordan. A post-up move by Michael for his third field goal. As we mentioned earlier, Price said he feels 100% better. You can see as Jordan goes to the hoop. What extension by Michael Jordan.
To make this crowd wake up. Although the decibel level didn't reach all the way to the top, that one there brought them out of their seats.
Game is tied at 18 with 1 minute remaining in the first. Jordan takes the hit. Nance came over. And overall in this,
he has injured his right hand. He banged it up in a collision under the basket.
Cavaliers lead 26-24. Michael Jordan unleashing. He has 12, and he's tied the game.
After averaging 16 shots a game in the first 3 games.
Here's Jordan. Yes. So the Bulls with a 36-32 lead. Jordan played on a switch by Sanders. That won't count. Sanders with the foul before the shot attempt.
Well, let's go back a moment ago with the little sweeping hook. Now, Jordan, smart enough to know that even though the whistle went off, got to do something to get this crowd into it. Let's throw one down. Sure enough, they responded to people in the seats.
Look at the last 9 MVPs. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan. 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Jordan. Oh, he left Elo standing.
There's a guy that's going to take the team on his shoulders and carry him. This man is certainly not afraid to be the one. Jordan with the quick step and move to the basket.
He thought he was pushed. The Bulls with a fast break. Michael Jordan able to convert, and the Cavaliers want to talk it over.
Then in transition, up over the top of Mark Price for the finish. 3 for 13 in that second quarter, 14-zip in favor of Chicago.
Nice fake by Jordan.
Michael Jordan down low, shows the ball, gets the defensive man to elevate, and then from there it's just clear sailing to the front of the rim.
Jordan, wild shot.
And it was up to Jordan to create something. Here, he just throws a reverse lob pass, which scores 2. That's what counts.
The Bulls converging on Nance to break up that entry pass. The Bulls by 2. Jordan going glass. Michael Jordan with 24.
Guarding Mark Price. The move that they made back in Cleveland, which helped to turn the game around for Chicago.
With the Cavaliers over the foul limitation of 2, and then was able to step back.
That's good if you pull up and shoot a fadeaway jump shot from 20 feet. You got to put it on the floor, take it to the basket.
Cartwright, yes. They've hit on 4 of 4 from downtown. Here's Jordan to the left hand. 67-61, Chicago. And Jordan was put 2 first-rounders and a second-round pick. Speed a question mark for a small forward.
Bad knuckle, no way. Just got to lay it up there soft, hope for the best.
Michael Jordan, yes. Because he said several of those were tips and putbacks. And he had played so well the other game. Jordan off the steal. The triple pump, yes, and it counts.
The bounce pass, couple pump fakes in here to get the defense in the air, and then the conversion.
Margin of 10. Elo going strong to the basket. Turned back by Grant. Here's Jordan with Armstrong. Cavaliers call for time.
The defense of the Bulls, 10 block shots in this game already. And then the ability to change ends of the floor and get quick scores. If you play with Chicago and let them get the runs, the game can be over suddenly. Again, by Chicago.
And the Bulls control the tip. Jordan slicing through and draws the foul.
The Bulls got 1, 2, and 3. Point guard, 2 minutes. He goes out backside. Price is struggling now with the bad ankle, can't escape, and Elo being guarded by Jordan. Another turnover.
What a play by Jordan,
who was being guarded by Price. Now Elo runs over to help out. Playing well doesn't mean he has to have 25 points. I take that triple-double line right now. 14 points, 13 rebounds for Scottie Pippen.
Michael Jordan has 37.
Jordan feels it, knows he can get in the seam off Elo almost any time he wants. It's just a matter of whether or not there's going to be help coming over, and then Jordan with the basket.
Here's Armstrong. Good play by Brandon. Got a piece of it. Sanders lost it. Pippen for Jordan. He blew the layup, but it's put back. 5 for 18 in that fourth quarter. Here's Jordan with the head fake. Yes. So the game is tied at 6. Jordan for Cartwright. And the Bulls 14. Jordan able to work his way, then gave it up. So Scottie Pippen with his second. Here's Jordan. Yes. Pitches it out. Sanders. And Jordan gets it down again. Pippen is hanging. And Pippen this time is able to hammer it home.
Sanders had 2 mistakes on the same play. First, he should have thrown one more pass to a wide-open Craig Elo to his right. Then he never covered the backcourt when he's the first.
Middle finger. Turning it from the 1 of 10 Wednesday in Chicago. Michael Jordan has hit 3 of 7. He get the shots in the Jordan strip, but able to recapture. Paxson shooting. Yes. A championship series. Jordan getting in close. And that is his first feat. Now Jordan posting up. Here's Jordan. Yes, and it counts. Michael Jordan.
The next time he gets the ball, Doherty tries to come over and double team, but takes a poor angle. Jordan just sees the open lane.
First time that Jordan has gone to the line. Chicago's hit 13 of 14 from the free throw line. Chicago went by as many as 7 in the second quarter. Cleveland came back. They tied the game at halftime. The screen. Nance able to switch. Here's Jordan. And he was hacked. And Sanders. The offset goes back to the series against Miami. Jordan to step up. Michael to this point, 5 of 20. Jordan, yes. And the Cavaliers now with a 79. Jordan. Oh, what a move by Michael Jordan. Extending, he beat Brandon, and then he was able to hang.
Jordan knows he's got a little guy. They just couldn't get it to him quick enough. Cleveland did not react in time to help out, and then just a sensational move by Jordan, who is behind the backboard, couldn't decide which hand to shoot it with, still converts it, picks up a foul, and goes to the free throw line.
All right, back to you, Mark.
Artemon. Jordan facing the double team. What a pass for Grant. Michael Jordan.
In the last second decision-making by Jordan to produce the easy score. Down the stretch, these last 4 minutes, the big men for Cleveland on the glass is going to be the biggest factor, the second and third efforts.
Paxson, yes. John Cleveland hoping to send it back to Chicago for a 7th and final game. Michael Jordan beating Craig Elo off the dribble to cut it to a 1-point.
And here with Elo letting him go baseline and no rotation, that might be the easiest score of the evening. Win finishing, or you need to change where you force him.
Nance changed his mind, and it's picked off by Jordan. Now to 6 on the 24. Here's Pippen. Yes. So the Bulls have taken a 1-point lead. Craig Elo did a nice job against Jordan defensively earlier, but he's a guy that we talked about it yesterday with Elo. Basically, he stops himself. A minute and 35 remaining in the fourth. Here is Jordan to the fadeaway, and he will go to the 25. Pippen leading Chicago with 28. NBA final against Portland at home.
You got to look at it.
Here's Jordan. Yes! Yes, and it counts. Michael Jordan, right back, hit on the reach-in, and he'll go to the line. The foul committed by Elo.
Down 3 at the time. Price pulls up, gets a clean-looking transition, and knocks it down. Then Jordan, I think he gets an assist and a basket at the other end. He passes to himself, loses it, tips it, goes in.
Although it was not a usual sensational type game for Michael Jordan, he would have to step up in the fourth quarter with the Cavaliers at one stretch leading by 7. 3-point Chicago lead. 37 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Box out situation taking place.
Price missing the shot on purpose, but it did not work. Price just went over in a collision, and a foul is given. 7 of 7 from the line. Everybody to be surprised.
Results, Drexler ran out.
Jordan spotting Pippen. Portland 5 and Chicago.
Some of the great ones have the ability to elevate and then see the entire floor. Michael Jordan draws 3 people and then finds Pippen underneath. This season against Chicago, he was shooting just over 31% against the Bulls.
Michael Jordan. Portland 9 to
Jordan at the offensive end of the floor, the ability to hang just long enough to get that good look at the front of the rim. Tremendous concentration by Michael.
But Clyde Drexler said that's what they want. They want to force
Chicago, those two.
The Bulls only 2 of 11 from the field. Jordan again from 3-point land. Most unusual to see Michael bombing away. That's his 3rd 3-point attempt. Court Williams and Grant and Pippen up front. Now Jordan posting up. Goes to the fadeaway. To the foul. It counts. Drexler picking up his first.
One of the things that Chicago knows it can do is post up Michael Jordan at any time it wants to during the course of a season. They didn't use it much in the regular season, but in the playoffs, they've gone to it more and more, the post up of Michael Jordan. Hey, he's their best post up player.
And you know during the playoffs, you must change your game. So they have changed their game.
Shot clock down to 5. Here's Pippen setting up Jordan wide open for another 3. Blazers get back. Pippen back for Jordan again for 3. You know, Michael Jordan yesterday, in commenting about the comparisons with Clyde point shots, as if to say, well, if I wanted to go that route, I'd be doing the same as Drexler. Well, he has chosen to look for the 3 here in the first quarter. That time he passed it up and hits the 2.
Well, see, he hit 3 or 4 in a row. Then Clyde knows he had to come up on him, so he sucked him in that time, pump fake, and went right past him for the easy 2-point jump shot.
And you see Rick Adelman is shaking his head on the sideline. What he's thinking about is they are not coming to meet the basketball against the Chicago team.
Chicago 25. 2 minutes remaining in the first. Jordan eluding Robinson. Yes! 18 from Michael Jordan.
Michael's going to do it. Is he going to come out fast or slow? Here, behind the back, he just tricked. Cliff Robinson went right up. He's in his groove right now. He's feeling it. He wants the ball, and he wants to lead his team in this first quarter.
Here's Harley. As soon as I could, if I were Rick Adelman, you got 2 fouls on you guy, take him out, rest him for the end of this quarter.
Grant from Jordan. The Bulls 31. The Trailblazers 28. A considerable rest has returned. The same for Clyde Drexler, and they match up once again. Here's Jordan to the fadeaway. 20 for Jordan.
Well,
from Livingston, who had just checked in.
See, Jordan is looking to the lane to see if Grant's open there for a split second. When he doesn't like what he sees there, well, then he makes something nice happen for the team.
Superstars love this situation. It's built up to be Jordan versus Drexler. Michael Jordan saying, okay, come on, you're in my building, come on with it. I like it.
We talked about the deciding factor here might be turnovers, which then lead to quick shots. The turnover caused by Michael Jordan's defense, the quick shot caused by Michael Jordan's offense at the other end.
I tell you, the tail of the tape. See, this is what Michael lived for.
The Bulls lead 54-47. Drexler went for the steal, and it's Jordan again. Michael Jordan, first half. Pippen, rebounded by Grant. Jordan for three, yes! That is an NBA Finals record. 5 3-pointers in a half. Michael Jordan hits the three. He now has 30 points. He is 3 points away from most points scored in a half in an NBA final. Elgin Baylor with the record set. The steal by Pippen. And Jordan. 32 for Jordan. The Bulls by 14. Drexler for three, air ball. Here's Jordan for three, yes! Did you see that look? Michael indicating he can't believe it.
Well, if you take those hurried shots, that's what's going to happen. The runs of the Chicago Bulls can open the game wide open. The defensive pressure, the steals, the transition game, and then Pippen taking it to the hole. Michael following it back up again, throws it down. He feels it. There's nothing else you can say other than the man feels it and lets us know.
Oh, here's that three again. You know, and just let us know that, hey, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. It's my game. I love it. I love it.
And Michael Jordan, with 35 points, has set an NBA record most points in a half. In Chicago sweeping by Miami in three. We have rarely seen the Chicago Bulls. Pippen off the right. What a recovery by Pippen, because the ball was knocked away, but Pippen was able to get it back, and Portland wants to talk it over.
When you can get easy scores off a jump ball situation, it's such an advantage. You take advantage of every opportunity presented to you, the Chicago Bulls.
Now Jordan being played by Kersey. Michael Jordan with his first field goal of the third quarter. He now has 37.
Certain ways you can stop a run and stop the clock. One way is if you get fouled to go to the free throw line and stop the run.
Michael Jordan off a set play on the inbounds. Is born.
That's right. Soon.
Out of bounds underneath. If you turn your head for a second, Jordan will back cut you, go to the rim. It's just a matter of lobbing the thing up on top. They love starting Michael in the middle of the lane. And then
58.
Jordan in the middle of the lane. There's the back cut. Starts right, goes left. The lob, perfect.
Here's Ainge for three. Rejected. And Pippen puts it down. Well, this has reached the point of embarrassment for Portland. They are being blown away here in the third. 5:23.
A few moments ago, the lob to Michael Jordan. Here's how they set it up. The two big men set screens. Normally, Paxson runs his man off the screen. Then Jordan comes off the double looking for his jump shot. But this time, when Paxson goes, Jordan fakes, back cuts, goes to the front of the rim. Here goes Paxson around the double. The fake, changing direction, on the money with the lob. The timing is perfect by Michael Jordan. from a different angle, down low. Pippen's the guy throwing the pass. Jordan's the one making the play happen.
So the Bulls with an 89-58 lead. Early foul difficulty and never did get into it. Here is Jordan. Yes! Michael Jordan from two-point range by Kersey.
Jordan teeing up the first one, gets a good look at the front of the rim, and knocks it out in the bottom to start off, and immediately Clyde's got to be saying, uh-oh, hope it's not one of those halves again.
Back out for Jordan again with the room. Once again, Michael Jordan working his way free, and he has hit on.
Paxson sets a good screen on Drexel, who's supposed to be guarding Jordan. So Porter tries to come out on a switch out last time, but it's too late. Jordan gets a good look. Porter, no time to recover on a switch out. A deuce.
Buck Williams, all three front court positions.
Well, according to Rick Adelman, his entire team was too soft in game one.
It counts, and the foul. Michael Jordan with 6 points, and he'll go to the line. Robinson picked up the foul.
Chicago leaves the post area open so that Michael can flash, turn, face, and then so quick with the first step, you have to get to him immediately if you intend to double team Michael, or it's too late, he splits the defenders. Eventually, the double team will come.
Robinson now matched with Michael Jordan. Jordan with the fake. Yes. Jordan for the crossover. Shot clock at 5. Jordan. Michael Jordan has 11. Portland leads by.
Jordan, being guarded by Robinson, knows that he can take him off the dribble, and then when he gets to the front of the rim, uses his body to protect the basketball, shields Robinson off so he can't get the block.
Michael Jordan, yes. The post-up move displayed by Jordan. He's 6 for 10 on Will Perdue.
In game one, Jordan had turned left shoulder. This time he turns right shoulder away and leaves Clyde flat-footed, gets a clean, wide-open look at the basket.
Michael Jordan 0 for 2 tonight. In game one, the Bulls exploded, led by Jordan in the second quarter. Not the case here tonight. Michael Jordan with 15.
It's important sometimes.
Okay.
Thanks, too.
Take care.
All right.
Jordan hit. It counts to the foul. Clyde Drexler called for his third.
Again, Michael went to his right shoulder. First half, he went to his right shoulder and lost him. Again, right shoulder turn, knocks it down. Very similar to what he did in the first half at the other end of the floor.
Lead. Comes back to Jordan. 20 for Jordan. Blazers by 7. 40 remaining in the third quarter. Jordan with the room. Yes. 24 from Michael Jordan.
That's a second.
Kersey through the double team. Duckworth. Rebounded by Grant. Kevin Duckworth not shooting well. Here's Jordan giving it back. Paxson for 3. Yes. Drexler goes glass. Cartwright with the rebound. Jordan puts the move on. Finds Paxson for 3. Yes.
Move. He wanted middle of the floor, right about here. Watch. Middle, no. He goes right, still knows that Paxson's waiting for him, eventually gets it to him after he drew the defense away from the intended shooter. Go left, no, I'll draw the defense to me, then I'll go up, and I'll still know where he is after looking off Drexler with the head fake, eye fake, and then Paxson in the groove now, feels it, knocks out his back-to-back threes. Drexler, since Adelman had to make the decision whether to take him out or leave him in the game.
Jordan. And the The Blazers by 2. Ball.
In that matchup, Porter against Jordan, a few words taking place as they come down the floor. Michael probably letting Terry know that he might have some difficulties in trying to guard him in the low post area.
Paxson a bit beyond three-point range. Jordan. Yes. The foul.
Three-point night. Game 2 must be right shoulder turn night for Michael because he's knocking everyone down.
Foul committed by Ainge. Jordan to the line, seeking his 29th point.
By Danny Ainge, 3 straight jumpers, nothing down inside to stop Chicago.
Hanson for 3.
Hanson only played in 66 games this year, about 11 minutes a game, a lot of garbage time. He's a 26% three-point shooter, but comes off the bench.
Jordan checked the 24. It's down to 5. Michael Jordan with 31. The Bulls 79. The Blazers 72. Rejection. Chicago has 5. Scott Williams with the other. God wants Jordan to go, and Drexler's playing with 5. Duckworth came over to help, and Jordan somehow was able to hit.
And Clyde shooting the jumper, and watch Drexler. He does not want to pick up the 6th foul. He keeps his hands down and relies on Duckworth coming over, but Michael brings it down and shoots it off his right shoulder. But unfortunately, just a few moments later,
the first technical foul over the first 2 games.
Michael didn't like the fact that the foul was called because he felt he was working hard at denying the basketball and nothing else more than that. Says a little bit too much. Just Kersey.
There's 35 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Michael Jordan. Oh, what a move by Jordan. Hanging and hitting to give Chicago a 97-95 lead. And Portland calls for time.
Sometimes you're only open for a moment, and they almost missed that moment because Duckworth came over on the recovery, but somehow he was able to get it through. You see, he's open and waiting. Porter doesn't want to foul. Duckworth tries to get a piece of him, but Michael finds a way to score the ball.
Portland down to 1 timeout remaining.
The game. There it is. He's open. Hurry up and get it to him before they recover. How he does it. Incredible.
36 for Jordan. 15 in the first half. 21 in the second half. The timeout taken immediately by the Trailblazers. Rick Adelman did not believe what he saw.
Well, he did about everything.
Jordan checking the shot clock. Down to 4. Down to 2. And hits. 38 for Jordan. The perception of the statement the other day. Jordan able to stop for his first field goal. Now, we weren't there when
that look came from.
Jordan using the screen. So Cartwright with the pick, and Jordan with his second field goal has tied the game. Jordan with the steal, and then flips it out to Grant. Horace Grant able to hit, and he drew the foul. What a pretty pass tossed by Jordan to ignite the break.
So much of the Bulls offense comes as a result of excellent defense. In game number 2, they produced only 5 steals overall. Jordan, without even looking, understands that he's got big men that can run the floor. He got Grant finishing, and just in case he misses, Scott Williams there to follow it back up. Games during the season, a 34% three-point shooter.
Michael Jordan beginning to heat up. That's his 3rd field goal. He has 6. They double up on Pippen. Williams had it knocked away, able to recover, finds Jordan. A broken play that The Bulls were able to...
Finds himself in the unusual position of decision-making. Well, I'm not quite sure that's what he wanted to happen, but what did happen was very nice for Chicago.
Cliff Robinson
behind the three-point line.
Bulls by 6. Jordan changes his mind. Horace Grant off to the fast start. He has 11.
And then at the last minute, drop it down. He has to believe right here that Grant's going to make the roll. The last second, he drops it off after drawing the double team.
And Buck Williams to the line. Remaining in the half. Michael Jordan. Yes. 10 points for Jordan. It's been a very low-key
open spread set or a high pick and roll.
Jordan. Yes. 12 for Michael Jordan.
What they just did is
the third quarter, Blazers on a 14-4 run. Jordan. Michael Jordan is 7 of 11. He has 14. Shot clock at 5. Jordan. Michael Jordan going right at Buck Williams, who tried.
Time he had no free throw attempts. It's when he takes it to the basket and he gets the opportunity.
And a technical foul called on Phil Jackson. Had some 500 jump shots a day, and the improvement did show up. Michael Jordan with 18 points. The Bulls lead 64-58. And the fourth. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan with 20, and he's given his club a 76. 4 corners from Dean Smith at North Carolina. Grant wide open.
Jerome Kersey just left his man, ran across the floor, extended all the way out, 22.
So many things are said after games are lost. Jordan. What it comes down to is Chicago had a notion to shoot, but gave it up. Jordan. Beautiful shot by Jordan.
Jordan was waiting for the screen to come over by Cartwright, trying to force the switch, and then he knows that he's either got Cartwright rolling or, that time, a good look at the front of the rim.
It's been way off. Jordan pulls up for 3. Yes! Michael Jordan put on the 3-point exhibition.
Something that Michael Jordan had done so well in Game 1, then in Games 2 and 3, not so well. Pulls out of his pocket early here in game number 4. Jordan with the three-pointer in transition. If the defense collapses too far back, Michael will pull up and take it if he gets a good look and gets his feet set.
16-5 Chicago. And Jordan able to penetrate. Sets up Grant. Bulls 18 and the Blazers 5.
And Grant.
And Pippen gets to it. Jordan with the save and the stuff. Down to 11 seconds. Blazers 18. Michael.
The quick look down the floor. Michael by himself in that right foot, almost on the out-of-bounds line.
So Michael. Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan has.
Michael Jordan always trying to improve his shot position, the ability to put it on the floor and create. Michael Jordan being able to take the basketball where he wants to. That first step is the one where he loses Drexler, and then Clyde never goes up to challenge the shot at the end. You got to get a hand in the shooter's face, or at least try and get a piece of that basketball.
And 2, Mike.
Shot clock at 5. Down to 2. Here's Jordan. At the 24-second buzzer, Michael Jordan with his. The Portland defense has stepped up the last 3 possessions. Jordan, 19 points. The Bulls, 48. The Blazers. Drexler lost it. And here comes Jordan. Well, he felt the footsteps and was able to slow down and went for the conventional layup.
Yes. How many times have...
Cartwright for Livingston. And it's recovered by Livingston. Jordan. to the three-point game. He hit one early. This is second. Now Jordan looking to post up. Yes. Michael Jordan has 26. The Bulls 65.
Michael Jordan left alone down on the low post area. No, you've got to go get the basketball out of his hands. He's too good down there.
And Hodges at the guard. Scott Williams up front along with Horace Grant. Nice move by Michael Jordan. And he has 30. Minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Jordan, yes. And a timeout called by Rick Adelman. The Bulls 73. The Blazers. And Percy not able to hold on to that pass.
And that's the threat of Michael Jordan being in front of you on the way to the basket.
And that is a three for Jordan. So Michael Jordan hit 6 from 3-point.
Witness what Jordan was going to do, and then if Jordan permitted, did pass the ball first. Michael on a turnaround jumper.
Michael Jordan extends to a 7-2 lead. Blazers, the 11. Cartwright getting the position, finding Jordan. Michael Jordan with his third field. Chicago has hit 14 of 19 from the field. Make it 14 of 20. Jordan 4 for 7. He has 12. Michael Jordan has 16, and the Bulls lead it by ball.
That's why Phil Jackson took him out.
And a decision for Rick Adelman. You stay with Clyde Drexler playing for 3. Michael Jordan with 18 points. The Bulls now lead 47-32. There's Jordan hobbling back.
After he shoots it and fades to the baseline, here's where he steps on it and goes down, tangled up with the camera people along the baseline.
Drexler on the line. Goes by 14. Jordan for 3. Well, Michael Jordan goes back to three-point land. That's his second 3. And the Bulls lead 54.
You hope he will not have the same problems guarding. He's on patching as much as possible.
Well, he had a switch off to Jordan, who opens up by hitting the jumper.
But see, he started on Jordan. I don't understand this.
56.
Far with backdoor. Beautiful play set up by Chicago with Pippen delivering to Mike.
Try and take away passing lanes. With a lot of players, that works. With Michael Jordan, it doesn't because he moves so well without the ball. He'll back touch it, and then Pippen gets the good look in
the third quarter. Jordan eluding Drexler. So Michael Jordan has 33 points.
And at the offensive end of the floor for Chicago, Jordan on a flash post. Clyde knows he's beaten, so he gambles and goes for the steal because he's late recovery, and then that's just a clear path to the basket. Michael will put him on Ames or something like that.
Here's Jordan. Nice backdoor setup from Scott Williams.
Every time they run in zone traffic, half court.
Livingston is back replacing Grant, who a moment ago picked up his fourth. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan with 39 points. 8 rebounds a game in the series. Oh, the rejection by Jordan.
Beautiful team defense. Michael saw that he was open on the pick and roll. They ran a pick and roll with, and he saw that he was open. He slid over and just rejected that ball out of bounds.
Brendan Ball.
Jordan. 43 for Michael Jordan. And the Bulls lead 109. Tonight played by Pippen against Drexler. And it's rejected by Jordan. Michael Jordan with the rejection. He had some help from Cartwright.
Well, they front the post to make the lob pass take place. The good rotation by Bill stops him from getting the layup. And
Jordan passed on the 3. Finds Grant. Oh, what a play by Horace Grant. And he's tied the game at 15. Teammate on the far side.
The decision-making ability of Michael Jordan, when he gets in the air, he now has 3 defenders occupied. It's just a matter of picking out the right man. That time it was Grant.
Danny Ainge has... Jordan. And that is his first field goal. Differently. clock at 3. And Michael Jordan drills it home for his second field goal. He has 4. What time of it in this series? Today, though, they've hit 2 of 3 from downtown. Michael Jordan has 8 points. Williams again, and he pops it out. Jordan for 3. Get out to Paxson. Rebounded by Pippen. Now Jordan for 3. Yes! Guarding Jordan. Porter trying to draw the offensive foul. 16 for Jordan.
Duckworth for shoving the screener into where Jordan was trying to shoot the ball, therefore no shot attempt.
Now Jordan is fouled. That counts, and the foul called on Porter.
The team scored. Jordan knows he can get a good look over Porter. Porter tries to body him out, and then just the touch on the turn is where the whistle is called. Now, with this lead, that...
Jordan to the spin. And Percy felt that there should have been an offensive foul on Jordan.
Scottie Pippen has Drexel down low, uses his size, just muscle it up inside on the post-up move.
Michael Jordan cheering on his team from the bench. A 10-2 run by Chicago, and off that turnover, it will be Chicago ball when we resume.
King down to the low post, gets to a point where he starts to make his move to the middle. Buck gives it to Flock, falls down. You don't want to fall on the floor that close to the basket.
Regroup. Pippen trying to post up. Shot clock at 8. Drexler playing with 4. Here's Jordan. Look out of it, calls for time.
Scottie Pippen with the ability to put it on the floor, one dribble from the top of the circle, and he's at the rim for the conversion. Michael, on the other hand, taking the floater just over the outstretched arm.
The Chicago Bulls have come back from a 17-point deficit. They are down by only 1 with in the 4th quarter. Michael Jordan. Yes. The game is tied at 87. The Blazers and Bulls tied at 87. The backdoor pass picked off on the deflection. Jordan with the steal.
Whether it's the bad thigh or the injured ankle, Michael Jordan has used this floater a number of times in the game thus far, not going all the way to the rim, but pulling up in between to get a good look. Clyde, on the other hand, beats Michael off the dribble, but then encounters Scott Williams, who rotates over to block the shot. When you rebound the ball, if you're Portland, against Chicago, you must protect it. They hang in and try and deflect your outlet passes. Jordan coming from behind, the steal, the dunk. Rick Adelman not particularly happy. He felt there was a foul on the play.
Chicago opened this 4th quarter with a 14-2 run, and they did it with Michael Jordan on the bench for the first 3.5 minutes of the 4th. Phil Jackson going with a hybrid 4. Chicago with a 2-point lead. Drexler playing with 4. Shot clock at 3. Yes! And a timeout call with a minute 39 remaining in the 4th.
The reason that you can't double team back on Michael quickly is because Paxson is standing right outside. He gets
for the limit.
Portland never rotates over in time as Michael comes from the right side of the floor. It was an isolation created almost by happenstance. It was there. Michael took advantage of it, saw the opening, took it to the rim.
Michael Jordan coming on in the second half. He has 31. There's a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And now the foul given by Porter.
See, they have no timeouts left, so it's not like they can advance the ball to the half-court line after it. So you go for the steal in the backcourt, and then once it gets over the 10-second line, you must foul so that you get a chance to at least come back and score. You hope that they miss their free throw opportunities.
Michael Jordan is 3 of 3 from the line. He's an 83% free throw shooter. 11 and 8/10 seconds to go in the fourth. The Bulls lead by 2. Chicago 96, Portland 93. The Blazers do not have any timeouts left.
Portland placing 2 players down the floor to try and get a quick hurry-up offense going after this free throw.
4-point Chicago lead. Drexler was checking, thought there might have been a timeout remaining. Here's Kersey for 3. Paxson with the rebound. Time running down. The Chicago Bulls have won the NBA championship for the 2nd straight season. Chicago Bulls coming from behind. They were down by as many as 17, and they have defeated the Portland Trail Blazers 97-93 to take the series in 6. The last team to win a title in Chicago, the 1963 Chicago Bears, who defeated the New York Giants. Chicago Stadium has not hosted a hometown clinching since back in 1938 when the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. Michael Jordan led the way with 33. Scottie Pippen had 26. 24 apiece for Clyde Drexler and Jerome Kersey. But the Bulls, with a sensational come-from-behind effort, are able to pull it out. We'll be back with the championship presentation in a moment.
You told me the other night in Portland, this one would be more relief. The other one was exhilaration. You still feel the same?
It is, man. It's just so gratifying for me personally. You know, I went through a lot of hard times this year, but I stayed strong. Everybody supported me. We played well today. I'm glad for Bobby Hansen. He was the only guy that didn't have it. I'm glad for him.
There were stretches in the playoffs where you had to carry your team. You were the high scorer again tonight, but you got help, especially from Scottie.
Everybody contributed. Scottie was a real big emphasis in the third and fourth quarter, and I had a rough first half, but these guys carried us, and I was able to get in there in the fourth quarter and help pull it through. So it was a good team effort.
I think, and this is the free throw that seals it. What was going through your mind at this moment?
If I don't make these free throws, they're gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. So I was really concentrating on it.
You started very slowly. I think you had 2 points in the first quarter, and the Trailblazers were all over you guys for 3 periods.
I know. I was going to be very passive and see how the other guys played early. But I got in a bad rhythm myself, and they played extremely well defensively, and somehow we got it going. And once we got it going, there was no stopping us.
Did you have a chance to say anything to Drexler or he to you?
No, I was too elated. I'm going to go over and say hello. Say thank you. It was a great competition. It was tough luck, but somebody had to lose. I'm glad it was us.
Michael, congratulations.
Thank you.